Hi everybody, it's Amalia, and I'm here today with my update for my crafty goals. Every month at the first Saturday of every month at 3 p.m. I do an update on my crafty goals for the year. I set up this book with all of the things that I'm planning on doing, all of my commitments for the year, all of my plans, all my hopes and aspirations for my crafty goals. And I'm just going to go through and show you and talk to you about how it's going so far, give you a sneak peek on some projects. And if you're interested in following along and maybe also joining me in this monthly recount of my goals, use the hashtag CRAFTYGOALS in your title and in your description of your video, and just do a video talking about what your goals are and how you're going with them. You can do what I've done here and, account for everything, or you could just, talk about it however you want to do it. And if you go check out the hashtag Crafty Goals, you'll see all of the other YouTubers that are participating in this particular Crafty Goals hashtag. My friend Gail is definitely in it. We've got other people that were in the collab last year and the other year as well. And if you're interested in, again, doing this, use the hashtag, and you can reach out to me via email, and I will give you the thumbnail that we've been using. So let's get started. First of all, I am in 4 collabs for the year. I've also joined another one. And so these 4 are my commitment. This one is a flexible commitment, and I'm so grateful. There's flexibilities in these others as well, but this one is very flexible. It's a month to month, and you sign up month to month. Let's go through them. This is House Mouse. And if you're not familiar with House Mouse is a design that's been taken over by several companies over the years, but it's one of my favorite stamps to work with. And so I've been able to meet up with that commitment. In fact, since this is the 3rd day of the month, I've already filled in my stuff for the 2 other collabs that have already gone for the month. The second one is Show Us Your Sheet Load, Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl. That's hers. House Mouse is Deb Hauk of Deb Hauk's Crafty Cottage. And this is Call Me Crafty Owls, where we go through some cards that we've made based on a supply list and sketch that she has created. And just check my channel out, and you can see those videos are up already for the month of April. Smash Our Stash is Teresa and Beth. Excuse me. And last month was a free one. That was a lot of fun. I went through a stamp that I had never used and got to play with that. I had a lot of fun with that. And I'll attach some of these videos towards the end, or I'll use iCards also, so you can click on them to see what those projects were. Let's see, on the 18th of the month, Smash Our Stash is on the 7th. On the 18th of the month, Deb Hauk has another channel, a jewelry channel, and this is a jewelry collab. And I did some wire wrapping. I did a wire wrapped ring on that one. This is the Goals collab. And this is a hashtag only collab, so I'm not going to direct you to anyone in the description. The hashtag will be in the description, and you can click on the hashtag, and it'll bring up the page for the hashtag Crafty Goals, and you can see anyone that has the same thumbnail as I use, which is the black one with the word SMART across it, is part of this particular collab. And let's see, and the one that I joined started in January. I couldn't get my videos done in time, but I was able to do it for March, and it's associated with Handmade Happiness. which is a Facebook group, and the theme I chose was creative die cutting. That is also up, and that video goes up on the 26th of every month, or it goes live on the 26th of every month. And I have a space here for another hop or a collab to join throughout the year. And I'm so glad I got to do this one. It was a lot of fun. And if you're interested in finding out more about it, just check out Handmade Happiness on Facebook. And it's Courtney Krieber's group rather. And then associated with that is called a card hop or a card hoppin' collab. So you should be able to find that there. And I think it's Genly Schoolcraft is the one that manages that. And yeah, so I am right on track for all of my collabs and hops and etc. And so this year I've set up rewards for myself for achieving certain goals or certain benchmarks within the total goals throughout the year. And so far I've met one in that a couple of these collabs, the card hopping collab, the jewelry collab, Smash Our Stash, and House Mouse, all of the themes were set out a year in advance, so you know ahead of time what your project is going to be for May, June, July, etc. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the collabs that I could work the projects in advance, and I was able to do that for one of them for 3 months. And I tell you, to have the projects complete in advance and to have to be able to just have those at the ready is such a relief. So that I'm not scrambling, to get them done at the last minute, which is my normal mode of operation. But such a relief to have them done. But it's really hard to. I like my downtime. So I work from home during this pandemic, and I work full time, and I'm very dedicated and at my desk 9 to 5 plus during the day. And out of necessity, out of fear, out of necessity, that's what's required of the job, out of fear, I better show up, or I better be there, I better get my work done, or out of my own personal work ethic, whatever you want to call it. And actually, I've always kind of been that way, like even in a previous career when I worked retail, and I had wonderful retail hours. And I say wonderful because, you worked weekends, but you had a day off during the week. And there's nobody around. Pre-pandemic, there's nobody around in the malls, in the grocery stores during a regular weekday. Life is very calm on the roads, and it's a ladies who lunch kind of feel during the week, 9 to 5, when most people are at work in the office. So anyway, my point was, what was my point? Anyway, my work ethic, even in working retail, was that if I ever got personal phone calls, at the store, was, if a customer walked in the door, I gotta go. I don't care what's happening unless someone's dead, I gotta go. My job is to attend to the customers and the store. It's not, and if I have time, I'll call you during some downtime, but I can't chat on the phone while I'm at work. So that's kind of like my work ethic. Anyway, all right, so we're pretty much done with that. And so my next thing that I really wanted to concentrate on this year is a project and techniques deep dive. And so I collect YouTube videos in private playlists. Oh, I like that project, I want to do that. Save, projects to try. Oh, I like that project, or I like that recipe. save recipes I want to try. I have hundreds of videos in private playlists of things that I want to do and try. Just like most people have Pinterest boards, I do that with YouTube playlists. Oh, and by the way, I have tons of Pinterest boards as well. And I have projects that I want to do. I have projects set aside. Like I have a small shoebox, not a small shoebox, I have a shoebox filled to the brim and overflowing with one particular project. I have a bird cage that I bought at Michael's, and all of the stuff that I want to do involving that project, you know, in a pile in a corner. And I have other unfinished projects or not started projects. For example, I have a techniques journal that I love looking at and referring to, and I had so much fun starting and with the pages that I created, but I haven't touched it since, and I haven't added to it, much less finished it. Also, I took the Copic Hex Art class with Sandy Allnock last year, and I showed you guys all this last year when I completed the class. So this is the workbook that we worked through in the class on her classes at Sandy Allnock artclasses.com. It's art-classes.com, and so this is how you work through the different projects, and you learn basic blending, you learn wave blending, you learn various and different techniques, and it's a lot of fun. And you practice all of them on this, and it's really great. And so you go through all of that, and the final project, like your thesis project or your graduating project, is a whole chart with just these hexes, these hexagons. So it fits on, I think, an 8x11 piece of paper. I'm not even sure because I haven't printed it out yet, but it fits on a whole piece of paper, and all you do is these individual lessons, and it makes a really beautiful art piece and a completion piece. So it's just all of these that you do without any words or text, and it's organized in a certain way by colors, and it comes out really nicely. At least I've seen that it does, but I haven't done it. And that's my point. I still haven't completed that hex chart, so that's something like on my to-do list, and that's kind of what this is all about. And again, I've set myself up with some rewards. If I do 3 big projects, and that's a lot in a year because it takes a lot of time. Anyway, it's a lot for me. I have that planned as a reward. If I do 2 kits, all those kits that I have, or the magazines that I bought that come as kits, and etc. 12 techniques. So this is the projects and techniques deep dive. Right, so if I do 12 of them, at least once a month, you know, there's a reward for that. If I do 2 of them a month, or 24 techniques, there'll be another reward for that. Now, I've only done 1 a month for the first quarter, so, you know, I may be able to do 2 a month for the rest of the year, but I'll have to catch up to make it 24. I don't know. That's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure of it, but there's the possibility there. And I've been making lists of things that I wanted. Tim Holtz was just now doing a live, and he was doing his chapter 2 Sizzix dies that are coming out. And he has a set of stacked tiles, and I have one of them. And if I could reach it and find it, I can't. It's there somewhere right at my hand, but it's hidden behind a whole bunch of other stuff. Called stacked tiles, and they're basically what are those called? Dies, stacked dies, but they're the smaller versions. You know how the dies come small, medium, large, and huge, and they're just the smaller versions, and there's 5 of each set. Anyway, they're called stacked tiles. Look it up. And he's got about 8 or 10 different styles, and I want all of them. I have the hexagon set, and I want all of them. So that's an example of rewards that I've just noted down. I have others examples as well, and So yeah, so those are examples of some of the rewards, okay? Here's my next item. The next item up for bid on The Price is Right. Paper craft tutorials. I want to do a set number of paper craft tutorials. I've been on a roll and I've been able to do one a month at least. Actually, I've done 2 a month in March, which is great. I did on 3/26 with the card hoppers, I did creative die cutting, and on 3/30 I did alcohol inks on Yupo. So that classifies as mixed media, so I'm so happy I got into the mixed media category, and I'm almost complete with paper crafting tutorials. I think I'll be able to do that pretty easily in the next month. If I do at least 2 of each, so I'm about 30% there, I would say. So I've done 2 of these. I've done 1 of these. I think I can manage to fill out another one on this one, whether it's just mixed media or polymer clay. I'd like to do that too. But I'm going to need to really kick it up a notch and get into the cake decorating tutorials. I haven't touched any of my cake decorating supplies for a really long time. Yeah, a really long time is maybe 18 months, because I baked for bake sales that we had at work to raise money for charities, our local charities. So, but I have some ideas of what I want to do. It's just a matter of executing on those ideas, right? I've got lots of ideas. I'm brilliant when it comes to ideas. Execution is a whole other matter. So, anywho, let me show you a couple of things just to break up all my chattering. Here's 2 of the cards that I made for the creative die cutting. I still need to finish these, that's why they're out. I just need to put a sentiment here. I love how bright and colorful they are. They just make me happy, and I hope they make you happy too. And I hope they make whoever receives them eventually happy. I should also put a sentiment on the inside, but those are just 2 of the, I would say, 7 projects that I worked on. And I'm working on one of the paper pads. I've been going through it slowly. I'm almost done with it. And here's a sneak peek at one of the cards. And once I'm done with that, I'll show that to everybody when I'm ready. And again, there's rewards for 100% completion, partial completion, and with this also, if I do 4 paper pads for my Kill a Paper Pad goal, 100% is one goal, 50% is another reward. I think I can do 2. I don't know if I can do 3 or 4 for that matter. And then finally, classes taken. I haven't started. I started on this one. I tried to start on this one. I haven't finished any. This is on Domestica. And this is, oh my God, I can't think of her name. I'm so sorry, I can't think of the name of where this is, but she's a YouTuber, and just look up Mandala Madness and you'll definitely find her. And etc. And so my spend goal is $500 or less than $500. And I didn't buy anything in March, and so far for January and February I only spent $110. This one was a reward for completing 3 videos in advance, and that's it, folks. Those are my goals so far. You know, little by little, step by step, I'm getting there. And some of my stats. Let's see what some of my stats are. So for the first quarter, including all the collabs and videos and other things, I've made a total of 59 cards, 4 jewelry pieces. I claimed 1 reward for making 3 videos in advance, and I've done a total of 27 videos. Something funny I noticed is that I had a certain number of subbies at the end of February, and then the number went down by a significant amount. I didn't investigate into that any further, but have you ever noticed that on if you have a YouTube channel. Have you ever noticed that? Please answer that question in the comments, and let me know if you've noticed anything funny or suspicious about any of your YouTube statistics. Anyway, that's it for me today. Please click thumbs up. It helps a lot, and I view it as encouragement to keep going with my goals. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Even share this video with your friends if you wouldn't mind. And I really appreciate you stopping by and listening to me talk for a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful April, and for now, bye.